What's up, guys? This is Save Night and welcome back to Let's Play Home 4th edition or 4th run. I'm back at my house, picked up the key, unlocked the basement, went to the basement, grabbed the other key from this, went up to the second floor, unlocked that door, got the crowbar, came back down here. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yes. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Dude, she's behind a sealed fucking wall. Of course she's not going to be okay. What the hell? A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile, to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Yes. Oh no. My hands trembled as I pulled back the layers of cloth. There at the center... What? Oh, I thought it was spelled wrong for some reason. Under all the dirt and mess was my beloved, my Rachel. Her arms were bruised all over and slashed repeatedly. Her clothes were ripped and torn, and even through all that sickening blood, it was obvious she had been stabbed to death. The knife I'd carried all this way suddenly seemed like a poison. What had happened, Rachel? Who did this to you? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it helped me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way upstairs. Reluctantly exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Okay. Is it in this room? No. It's not in this room. This room. Y'all remember some of the other playthroughs. This safe that was here, like my old office safe, sat on the floor. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? Yes. The safe used an 8-digit code. What was that damn code again? Are you here? The code worked. I opened the small safe door and peered inside. There was a photo in there of Rachel and when we had first moved to town. In it, we were smiling in front of her house, which looked like a real mess. We looked happy, though. Odd, I couldn't remember who took that photo. Inside the safe was also an envelope. The front of it read, "Do not open until I tell you." I guess this was as good a time as any to see what was inside. Did I open it and read what was inside? Yes. I tore open the envelope and removed the yellow-lined paper inside. On it was a letter written in a hand that looked familiar. The letter read, "I know this whole event has probably been pretty difficult. You can imagine how hard it's been for me, too. Well, maybe you can. It isn't meant to be an excuse, but, well, I hope you can better understand why I've done what I've done. Moving to this town seemed like such a dream, a quiet place to get established, to live out our lives, and to be together. But you know as well as I do that things quickly changed. Your drinking was one thing, but as you grew more distant, as you retreated into that world of yours, well, it was clear that you didn't need me as much. In fact, maybe you never needed me at all, but it took all this to make you realize. In the end, though, you may never forgive me for this. You may never even forgive yourself. But this is probably for the best. You'll be healthier for this. I'm just sorry it had to happen this way. Rachel." So basically, if you play the other ones, you heard Norman were all friends. When the factory closed, you started getting depressed, you started drinking, you started sleepwalking, doing all this other shit, and it started pushing Rachel away. And the premise is basically, probably spoiling it for some people, was that you drove her away, she went to Norman, and then they had an affair, and you found out about it, you snapped, and you killed them. All these other people were just, tying up loose ends, like, I guess you drinking at the factory, so you just killed the guard there. Spoilers again. If you never played it, don't frickin', watch this one. You should be watching the first one, foos. And not really sure about the people in the woods. I don't know what was up with that, but yeah, so you pretty much killed Norman, and then you killed her when you confronted her about it, I guess. I don't know. So I don't, that's how it's supposed to be played out, but there's different interpretations based on what you do and how you react to everything and all this other shit. Well, anyway, I'm getting a little over my time. When we come back, I guess the next one's going to be the final episode. So until then, this is Save Night on Let's Play Home. Later, guys.